Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are diving into a tiny little change you can make to your morning routine that could have a seriously massive impact on your health, and it all boils down to one simple question.
So, your alarm goes off, you open your eyes. What's the very first thing you do? For so many of us, it's reaching for that glass of water, right? To rehydrate after a long night, it feels like the healthiest thing you could possibly do.
But what if I told you that simple healthy habit is actually working against you? That very first sip, before you've done anything else, might just be kicking off a chain reaction in your body you're not even aware of.
Okay, so let's get right into it. To really understand why this is a thing, we need to pull back the curtain and see what's actually happening inside your mouth while you're sound asleep. You know, during the day, your mouth has all these defenses up and running. But at night, when the lights go out, well, it becomes the perfect breeding ground. It turns into this bustling bacterial city where the population just explodes.
And how big of an explosion are we talking about? Well, research shows that by morning, your mouth could be home to hundreds of billions of bacteria. And for folks who might be a little less diligent with their brushing, that number can literally skyrocket to as high as 1 trillion.
The real game changer here, the big difference between day and night, it all comes down to one thing: saliva. You can think of your saliva as your mouth's own personal security guard. During the day, it's on high alert. But at night, that guard goes way off duty. Yeah, as you sleep, your saliva production just plummets. And that means fewer of its natural antibacterial agents, less of that self-cleaning function that washes everything away, and it creates this perfect, low-oxygen environment for all the worst kinds of bacteria to just multiply like crazy, with nothing to stop them.
And this brings us right back to that glass of water. When you drink it first thing in the morning, you're not just rehydrating. You are essentially washing that entire overnight bacterial army straight down into your body.
So, you've just swallowed this army of bacteria. Where does it go next? Well, let's follow the invasion as it makes its way deeper and deeper into your system.
And look, this isn't just some wild theory. It's a direct consequence. There's a real expert consensus on this. If you don't clean your mouth first, you are giving this massive load of bacteria a first-class ticket right into your digestive system.
Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Hold on, won't my stomach acid just destroy all of them? And for many of them, you'd be absolutely right. But some of these bacteria are shockingly good survivors.
I mean, your stomach is an incredibly harsh place. We're talking a pH level similar to battery acid. It's our body's first major line of defense against any pathogens we happen to swallow.
But here's the thing, despite that intense acid bath, a significant number of these oral bacteria actually manage to survive the journey and pass right on through into your intestines. And you can see it right here. Not all bacteria are created equal when it comes to this survival game. You've got your common oral bacteria over here, and yeah, they have a pretty low survival rate. Then you have things like Streptococcus, which is a bit tougher, medium survival rate. But look at that bar on the far right. That is the real super survivor we need to worry about.
So let me introduce you to our main villain. It's called Fusobacterium nucleatum. I know, it's a mouthful, but the really important part is how it survives. This little guy has an incredible survival mechanism. Its outer membrane is packed with a special fatty acid that basically acts like an acid-proof shield, letting it sail right through your stomach totally unharmed.
So, this is the crucial part. What happens next? What do these survivors do when they finally reach their destination, your gut?
This brings us to a really fascinating and super important idea in medicine called the oral gut axis. It's this understanding that your mouth and your gut are not separate things. They're deeply connected, like a two-way highway, constantly influencing each other's health.
So when these invaders from your mouth arrive, what kind of damage are they doing? Let's break it down. When a bacteria like our super survivor, Fusobacterium, sets up camp, it can throw your entire microbiome out of balance. Another troublemaker, Porphyromonas gingivalis, is linked to a serious increase in gut inflammation. The overall effect of this whole bacterial invasion is a big reduction in your gut's diversity, which is a major marker of poor gut health.
Okay, I know, that sounds pretty serious, but the really good news is that the solution is incredibly simple. It takes almost no extra time at all.
Here it is, the new ideal morning routine. You wake up, and then, before you do anything else, you brush your teeth. Or, if you're in a huge hurry, at the very least, a thorough rinse with water will make a difference. Then you drink your water, and then you have breakfast.
The key takeaway here could not be simpler. This is not about stopping a healthy habit like drinking water in the morning. Of course not. It's just about changing the order. By brushing first, you physically remove that massive overnight colony of bacteria before you wash it down into your gut. It is such a tiny change in your daily sequence, but it could have a huge benefit for your long-term gut health. And it kind of makes you wonder, right? What other simple, overlooked habits could be having a profound impact on our well-being? Something to think about. Thanks so much for joining me.